maximum area of longest diagonal rectangle. बहुत ज़्यादा ही शॉर्ट नहीं लिखा. I know. You are given a 2D zero index integer array dimension. So this is for all indexes I, well then dimension length and dimension 0 and dimension length equals this width. Okay, this represents the length, this represents the width. Return the area of triangle having the longest diagonal. If there are multiple triangles with the longest diagonal, return the area of triangle having the maximum area. Got it? Okay. So basically you just have to store all the what we are doing, first we are comparing diagonals, and in case diagonal is same, if diagonal is same, then return max C. Okay. So what we can do is find the rectangle with the maximum diagonal. If There are two rectangles with the same diagonal. Then, huh, the frequency of maxi diagonal is more than 2, like more than 1. Then, then and iterate um, on if diagonal is same as maxi diagonal, then area, where the max area, current area. That's it. Yep, I think so. I should be coding. No need to like have much iterations. Nouns dot size. Oops. Then what we will do is map them map. Now this is OMAP. Now what's next? Just iterate on the nums with the nums, like with the num, and find length and breadth, and then store it. Diagonal L into L plus B into B, and then square root it. That's it. Now go map diagonal. This is done. Okay. Now what's next is, yep, एक बात करो, पार्ट में डिवाइड कर लो. Part 1, yeah, chunking is important. Part 2, iterate on the map map, and then if it.second is wait Now iterate on loop. What am I doing? Huh. Yep. If the frequency of the maximum diagonal is maxi diagonal 0 and maxi diagonal maxi diagonal and diagonal. If OMAP maxi diagonal is 1, then return the weight. How can you store the area? Okay. We also need to store the index. Diagonal index. Maxi diagonal weight. If maxi diagonal से ज़्यादा है diagonal, then पहला काम तो ये कर दो. ठीक है. Then maxi diagonal index में I डाल दो, लेकिन हमें I लिया ही नहीं है. So अब हमें I लेना पड़ेगा. और I is low, I is smaller than n, I plus plus, and then this one thing. इसके बाद हाँ. Now what is nums? Nums is nothing but I. Okay, this is correct. Fine. Then yep, updated all the things, and then this thing and this thing and that, this and that. Okay. Then yeah, calculate the area. Int area. Yep. Nums maxi diagonal index 0. L, that is going to be L, and this is going to be breadth, and this is 1, and this is area. L into B and return area. That's it. If the frequency of the maxi diagonal is 1, that's it. Return the area, and else do this thing. And if the frequency is 100, then don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Just iterate on dimensions and then find the current diagonal as you just did. लिख दो क्या? Nums I 0, B nums I 1. Now int diagonal is square root L into L plus B into B. Now if the diagonal is equal to maxi diagonal, then yeah, maxi area, int maxi area. So store the maxi area, max maxi area versus area. What is area? Area is equal to L into B. That's it. Now return maxi area. That's it. Yeah. Fine, done. So it's like 80%. Okay, गलत है. कहाँ गलत हुआ? वाओ, एंड में गलत हुआ है वो भी. लेंदी था बट ठीक है. So 13 759 759 divided by 870. क्या गलत क्या है इसमें? तो यहाँ से तुमने लिया 30 45 24. Now what could be the diagonal? टेन की पावर स्क्वायर हो गई तो 100 प्लस 9 109 109 का स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ प्रोबेबली 101 101 का स्क्वायर क्या होगा? और हो जाएगा 1 का भी ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. ऑलमोस्ट 10 ही रहेगा इसका, है ना? So basically the diagonal will be 10. And what about the 45 part? Five five is 25. Yes. 81. 64 plus 9. So they became 109, 109, 106. This will become 73. Now, the real question is which does have the most diagonal, like the biggest diagonal? 45. This is the 45. You are going to have a diagonal of 10. Here also 10. Decimals में चलेगा क्या? 6. 8 8 से 64 माइनस 81 होता है, तो डेफिनेटली 8 का ही चलेगा. Okay, answer must be 30. 30 means this. क्योंकि इसका डायगोनल सबसे बड़ा है, तो डेसिमल में रख दो यार इसको, और क्या कर सकते हो, है ना? मैक्सी डायगोनल मस्ट बी इन डबल. डायगोनल भी डबल में निकाल दो. एंड व्हेन वी आर स्टोरिंग It should be also in double. Now this should be double. And then when we are trying to find the diagonals, double, yeah, I think so. I think so. It should work. It should be working. Okay, 80%, 45. Just because this long thing, just because of this long calculation required. Now, okay. First one. Okay, 17. Yeah. Huh. This this would be the longest code ever you can ever imagine. Like it took me 9 minutes to write this code. Wow. Can't it be smaller? Okay, it could be. It could be. Hmm. You can simultaneously find the area. Yeah, you don't need this the separate part, but we just integrate this thing here like this. One else if diagonal is equal to max diagonal, then do this. Yeah, this will also work. Again, maxi area, I hadn't described it. Fine. Okay, what is happening wrong? अच्छा हाँ एरिया उधर भी अपडेट करना है उधर भी अपडेट करना है दोनों तरफ अपडेट करना है इसमें क्यों जाएगा क्योंकि भाई डायगोनल बड़ा है तो उसका एरिया चेंज हो गया ऑफ कोर्स yep, got it. This will work. Should I submit it? Okay, let's jump on the second problem. Question 2. That would be 3001. Minimum moves to capture the queen. Wait. 3 prime times 906 26 0 minute. Minimum moves to capture the queen. Minimum move to capture the queen. Okay. There is a one index. There is a one index 8 cross at a chessboard containing three pieces. You are given three integers और six integers. आधा तो दिमाग खोया हुआ है. 6 integers A, B, C, D, E, F, where A, B denotes the position of the white rook. Rook means hathi. C, D denotes the position of white bishop, and E, F denotes the position of black queen. Fine. Given you can only move the white pieces, return the minimum number of moves required to capture the black queen. Wow. So this question is related to the recursion or DB. I think so. DB. Let's see how much we can go far. How far we can go. Minimum number of moves required to capture the black queen. Okay. Okay, got it. Try run on example 1. Okay. Great. What are the conditions of chess board? The moves they can move. So that should be defined first. I think so. Okay, how is this playing? Okay. 1 and 1. 1, पे हमारा रुक है. 8, पे हमारा बिशप है. 2, 3 पे हमारी queen है. We can capture the black queen in the two moves by moving the white rook to 1, 3 and then 2, 3. Each piece can moves to one step. No. White rook to 1, 3 and 2, 3. is impossible to capture the black queen in the less than 2 moves since it's not being attacked by any piece at the beginning. What does this means? Okay, let's take a look on the example. Hmm. Hmm. Now 5, 3, 3, 4, 5, 2, comma. ओके तो यहाँ पे है अब ओके वन मूव में we can capture the black queen in the single move by doing one following step. Move the white rook to the 5-2, move the bishop 5-2. Do you mean, okay, what exactly do you mean by the capture word? Capture. Dictionary. Yeah. The capture means actually उसको क्या कहते हैं? Chicken meat? No. It's like killing the piece. Killing the coin. So यहाँ पे हमने कोई वार्निंग नहीं दी है. I just wanted to know that. Note that rook can move any number of squares, either vertically and horizontally, but cannot jump over the pieces. Bishop can move any number of squares diagonally, but cannot jump over the pieces. A rook or bishop can capture the queen if located in the square, and they can move too. The queen does not move. Okay. गलती कर दी मैंने एग्जाम्पल वो देख के, क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो एक चीज इन लोगों ने नहीं. Just clear me bro one thing. Are you trying to warn the queen or trying to kill the queen? अगर एक स्टेप में हो जाता है तब तो यहाँ पे दिखा रहे हो, लेकिन यहाँ पे तुमने 0 लिख दिया. नहीं 0 नहीं लिखा, 2 स्टेप में मार सकता है. ठीक है, फाइन. इसका चेक कर सकते हैं, है ना? Yeah, approach. Now I got approach 1. Approach 1. What could be? What we can do is first for bishop. In diagonal path. And it could be at most 1 directly, and second is in 2 steps. Yeah, that's it. Within the 2 steps, the queen can be eliminated. In the directly, you can directly aim for the queen. That's it. Fine. Second option is our hmm, our elephant, or क्या कहते हैं इसको, रुक one, at most two steps, nothing more than at most two steps, it can be eliminated. हाँ, एक इश्यू है, नहीं, नहीं है. Two ways. One, direct, and in indirect. At most two steps. और इसमें भी तुम at most two steps में हो जाएगा. At most two steps है, उससे ज़्यादा तो ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. तो यहाँ पे हम एक चीज़ कर सकते हैं, बट कुछ एज केसेस हैं. लेट्स, आई एम थिंकिंग इन द वाई एक्सिस, and y axis is x axis. Key basically is like an edge case. So what we can do is अगर उसके पीछे हुआ तो मान लो अगर क्वीन यहाँ पे हुई, यहाँ पे नहीं हुई, या इधर बिशप है, इधर क्वीन है, इधर ये रुक है, तो क्वीन, सॉरी, रुक क्वीन बिशप, रुक क्वीन बिशप, रुक क्वीन बिशप, रुक क्वीन बिशप, ओके, रुक then queen, नहीं, rook bishop and then queen. What then what then what then what? अगर इसके डायगोनल में है तो दो स्टेप्स में मार देगा, है ना. else आई थिंक इसमें एज केस होगा कि, बट you know, in this example, as you can see, अब देखो यहाँ पे दोनों ही स्टेप्स, मतलब एक तरह से ये पॉज है इसका स्टेप, and you cannot move. We can capture the black queen in the two moves by moving the white rook in this place. So you are completely ignoring the fact Okay, so we're gonna do this thing. What are the steps? Hmm. Okay, just because of the wall, I got distracted. No, it's not. It's something weird, but it was a natural call from brother Harshit. Uh, okay, what I was thinking. I was literally thinking the edge case. Okay, uh, where was edge case would be? If what if the queen is behind the bishop, then what will happen? That's what we were thinking. Yeah, if queen is behind bishop, no, bishop is not. Then rook, then bishop, 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 and then what about the queen? Then what will happen is this completely things in the row. Then rook needs to be go here and then here and then here. That it will be 3 steps. That's an edge case. So what we can do is indirect. My mind, like, there are 2 people coming in the home today for their work, like, yeah, and they're going to stay. So yeah, that's why like they are actually cousin somehow, and yeah, from our family. So now I'm thinking, थोड़ा सा दिमाग डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो गया. Okay. Mm, there are 2 ways: direct and indirect. Indirect would be like, indirect में भी 2 तरीके हैं. One is um, bishop, then queen, and that's queen. That's it. But in the other lane. So yeah. So we have to handle both the ways. And that's going to be easy. I know. I know. I know. I just need to convert it. Let's refine that approach a little bit. Approach 1.1. It's not 1.1, but yeah. Okay. So okay. So bishop and queen, and that's queen. We can just name it as, wait, I can refine it, this part, copy it, name it as 1.1. Okay, let's refine it. If the bishop directly means and same diagonal, okay, in not same diagonal, but there is a twist. No, there is no twist. Yeah, there is the twist. बिशप के पास भी 2 रास्ते हैं. So bishop, if there is a thing. Like if the bishop is in the corner and then there is a rook and then queen, then what will happen? Bishop cannot move simply. Okay, there is no way of uh, yeah, bishop can move. So you also need to check that bishop can move or not move. So yeah, you also need to check this thing. Bishop is like, बिशप का एक बैरियर भी चेक करना पड़ेगा. If the rook does not lies in the path of like this man, how we will check the rook does not lies in the path of the bishop or diagonally? So in order to check, first of all, if the queen lies in the diagonal path and basically you can अगर मान लो बिशप का है ऐसा कुछ, तो ये भी तो 3 स्टेप में मार पाएगा, फिर तो मार ही नहीं सकता. ये भी 3 स्टेप में जाएगा, मैक्स टू मैक्स 3 स्टेप में जाएगा, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं जा सकता. तो एट मोस्ट 2 स्टेप, इफ नॉट डायगोनल, दैट मीन्स क्वीन डायरेक्टली, क्वीन बिशप एंड देन क्वीन. और यहाँ पे भी इफ इन नॉट सेम डायगोनल, तो फिर डायरेक्ट क्वीन मिलेगी. एंड सेकंड इज rook then queen. Now how to handle these things? Two ways, two path. And what's next? Now think clearly. How much time we have? How much time do we have? Okay, 52 हो गया है. It's going to be tougher. Like, I don't know. It requires a little more clarity on the steps that needs. Like, you have the approach, but you just have to implement it into the code. That is the most crucial part of this question. That either you are able to convert your thinking and the steps into the code or not. That's it. It does not have any pattern. It does, like, it's completely greedy. And yeah, I found that it's like greedy approach. In the same diagonal, if not same diagonal, then rook lies if rook lies in the same diagonal, that means it will require 3 steps. Okay, yeah, in the same diagonal, queen lies in same diagonal and the rook in between. That means at most, तब तो 3 स्टेप पक्का लगेंगे, at most 3 steps. And if not on the same diagonal, what if अगर सेम डायगोनल में नहीं है और just imagine your bishop is here and your this is here and this is here. Like just imagine bishop is here, this is here, queen is here, rook is here, bishop is here. यहाँ से नहीं मार पाएगा, यहाँ से जाएगा, यहाँ से मार देगा. तो इसका तो एटमोस्ट स्टेप हो गया, लेकिन हमेशा बाउंड्री चेक करनी पड़ेगी. उफ. ओके, सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द, मैं बाउंड्री वाला यहीं अभी ट्रैक कर रहा हूँ. बिशप वुड be requiring 1 step, 2 step and 3 step. If rook is in between the same diagonal, if rook is in between the not same diagonal, how we will check that if it's not in the same diagonal. Okay. So basically queen is more closer towards the boundary and rook is not closer to boundary. That means अगर basically closer to boundary छोड़ो, इससे अगर छोटा हुआ इसका, है ना, कुछ भी इसका छोटा हुआ, तो मतलब ये इसके साथ बैरियर में आ रहा है ना. In between means I or J is smaller. Queens I or J, या किसी के I J से तो कम ही रहेगा, तभी वो बीच में आ रहा है ना. And similarly रुक यहाँ से हटाओ. In not same diagonal, if it's not in the same diagonal, ये एक्चुअल में इधर होगा. यू रुक भी है. रुक इन बिटवीन दूसरे पाथ में, अगर वो सेम वाला पाथ नहीं है तब भी दूसरे पाथ में तो हो सकता है ना. जस्ट इन केस यहाँ पे अगर तुम रुक को रख दो और यहाँ पे तुम क्वीन को रख दो, देन व्हाट विल हैपन. दिस सॉरी, यहाँ पे रुक रख दो, यहाँ पे क्वीन रख दो, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, यू विल नीड टू गो हियर एंड देन हियर. और वो भी अगर यहाँ पे हुआ, you can never go. You will need to go at least with the 3 steps, here and here and here. तो ये 1 2 3 स्टेप हो जाएंगे अगर इसके पाथ में है. But the question is, how will you know कि रुक इन बिटवीन में है. उसके लिए तुम्हें पता करना पड़ेगा R's I और J, then क्वीन के I और J से छोटा होगा, है ना. यस 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 यस। छोटा नहीं होता है यार, इसमें छोटा कैसे पता करेगा? क्लोज टू बाउंड्री, क्लोज टू बाउंड्री मीन्स एक तरह से बड़ा होगा। इसको तुम क्लोज टू बाउंड्री लिख लो ना। Which one is close to boundary, है ना? अरे यार ये तो सीढ़ी बना दी है। रुक एंड क्वीन। अगर रुक हमारा डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम बाउंड्री, डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम बाउंड्री अगर क्वीन की कम है और इसकी ज़्यादा है तो ये तो एट मोस्ट 3 स्टेप्स में जाएगा, है ना? एट मोस्ट 3 स्टेप्स में जाएगा। एंड एल्स if else ये जाएगा एट मोस्ट 3 स्टेप्स, दैट्स इट। ठीक है। बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया। इन सेम डायग्राम टू बार लाइज इन सेम डायग्राम रुक इन बिटवीन। ठीक है। इफ नॉट, अगर सेम डायग्राम में नहीं है तो वेट, ये मैंने पूरा नॉट सेम डायग्राम लिख दिया। ओके ओके, रुक इन बिटवीन है और रुक इन बिटवीन नहीं है। रुक इन बिटवीन है। ओके, इफ क्वीन इज हियर, रुक इज इन बिटवीन, that means it is going to require at most 3 steps. Simple. Yeah. Which one? This is going to be crazy. अगर रुक हमारा बीच में है तो definitely this is going to be at most 3 steps, but if it's in corner then it cannot move even. बट दूसरी तरफ से आ जाएगा तो 3 तो हो ही गया। एंड इफ नॉट इन द सेम डायगोनल, अगर सेम डायगोनल में नहीं है रुक, रुक नहीं है इसके डायगोनल में, रुक है और नहीं है, दो ही तो ऑप्शन होंगे। तो क्वीन नहीं चेक करना है, रुक चेक करना है। रुक अगर नहीं है, if the rook is not in the path of bishop, that means it's going to if rook is not in the path of bishop, then what will happen? There are 2 things that could be happening. One is queen is directly achievable for the bishop, like it can kill, and यार अब दिमाग का वो हो रहा है। या फिर rook could be in between the queen and bishop, but indirectly, of course. I think I should be imagining it with the conditions and the diagrams. Dry run, dry run, dry run, dry run. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. सही है? नहीं ज़्यादा होगी. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. वेट ज़्यादा ना हो जाए तो इसको अलग कर दो. Okay. Now. Okay. Now what if हमारी just imagine here's bishop, okay, and here is our rook and here is our queen. Bishop is straight to the diagonal of rook, like rook is in the path of bishop, so that means it's going to take at least 3 steps. Okay, and अगर हमारे पास अगर ऐसा नहीं है, हाँ, रुक है यहाँ, क्वीन है यहाँ. Now what? Again, it's going to take 3 steps, bro. Queen. Again, it's going to take 3 steps. लेकिन ये पता कैसे चलेगा? You know, you can easily check. This is a little mind wandering on where to move the I and J. मतलब इसका solution ही निकाल रहा हूँ. It's been 40. Let's try that. Approach. I think I would need a lead. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Because I have a little work. Okay. I will solve it. Yes, because कुछ urgency है. Bye. Should I? Yeah. I